Hey, this is Chuck from Bright Lights for Texas, Headlight Restoration. I'm here in Magnolia, Texas right now at Straight Line Auto Pros. Came here to knock out a couple of cars for them. The headlights on them, I do them for them normally. They're actually the only car lot I found anywhere around that actually cares enough to pay what I charge to have their headlights look like they should. We try to make every one of them look brand new. Bright Lights for Texas, we give a lifetime warranty, and that means as long as you have your car, your lights are covered. We have to come back and do it again sometime. We'll gladly do that. Chances are very slim that you're going to need us to do them again, but we're there for you if you need us. I'm going to show you how our process is, how this works, what we do. I spend probably more time than most people because I've been a painter for 30 years and I do industrial coatings for a living. I've been doing that for almost 20 years, and I'm really picky about the way my finished product looks. So first thing I'm going to do is, we got the light here. The place is closed right now. I'm here on a Sunday doing these for them, so can't open the hood, so we can't do the very top inside, okay? But first thing we want to do is we want to wipe down everything. We want to wash, clean everything around the light. That way we can get our masking tape to stick to it well. The sun is beating down. It doesn't feel very good. Nice and hot here, high humidity. So we're going to mask this off. Last thing we want to do is scratch any paint in this process. We do not want to be paying for any paint job, and if you scratch your paint, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Never use cheap tape. Make sure you're always using a good tape that's going to stick. Especially if you need it when you're going to wet sand. And we definitely do wet sanding. Okay, so next, we're going to sand this all down. The thing is this is polycarbonate, and if you do not get the bad polycarbonate off, the brownish or yellowish stuff that's actually been destroyed by UV rays, if you don't get that off, it doesn't matter what you do. These lights are not going to last. You can shine them up, but they're still not going to last because the bad polycarbonate is still there. It's like polishing a turd. You can only do so much. Not to sound vulgar, sorry, but it's just true. I use an electric sander. I start out with a 320 grit sandpaper, dry. 320 grits dry sandpaper. Can you see that? Can't buy this 320 grit at any store, so I have to order it by the roll and cut my own out. I hit the edges first. You see the yellow stuff is coming off of it right now. off. I'm going to switch over to a 500 grit. See that? 500. I should probably put it on right now. When we get done with this part, there should be no more yellowing or brown color on this line. Okay, we finished the 500. That is the extent for the actual power sanding. The next step is the actual wet sanding. I'm going to use an 800 grit to start out. Let me move this extension cord over like that. I use a tiny bit of dish soap in this. It helps the water to stick a little longer. I don't recommend using a swirling motion on these things. I recommend keeping them all placed, keeping your sanding basically in one direction. Sometimes for little areas like this, you've got to use it just to be able to get into the corners. Okay, that's 800 grit. Next thing I'm going to use is 1000 grit. Some of these, on like the finer you get, it's okay. It's better to actually go ahead and use circular motion. It's just the rough stuff. It's not necessary. Just trying to break it down a little bit. Okay, that's 1,000 grit. And the last one I'm going to use is a 2,000 grit sandpaper. And make sure there's no grit on this, as far as any dirt on anything. Good thing about the 2,000 grit, if you actually hit a little bit of the paint with it, you just use the scratch remover and it buffs that scratches right out of the paint. It's your 320 and 800 that you want to, up to 800 that you want to worry about when it comes to scratching. See how that light's all nice and clear now. I did not set that wet sandpaper on the car, not a good thing. Let's see here. I'm going to take this tape off, because we're going to be using a dryer. Dry this. I use a simple 1875 watt Revlon hair dryer is all I'm using. Works just fine for what I need it to do. Okay, I'm going to mask it off one more time. This time I'm going to do a little more masking though. I'm going to use some paper also. You don't want any overspray because of the clear coat that I'm about to start using. There we go. This humidity is just awful out here. Okay, one more piece. Yeah, like I said, my method takes longer than most. I'm completely mobile, and but I try to protect the customer's car. I really do. I don't want to take any chances on having an unsatisfied customer. Sorry. Word of mouth, as far as I'm concerned, is still the best advertisement. So I want that word of mouth to be positive, definitely not negative. Okay. Clean it again. One more piece of tape, obviously. I can see where that was pulling around up here. Now what we're going to do is put some clear coat on it. I use Rust-Oleum's American Accent 2x the Ultra Cover. It's clear gloss. It also bonds to plastic. Good stuff for this. I always like to start with a light coat. Have the hairdryer ready. You want to get it to dry up enough so you can put another coat on it. And then it'll have something to stick to really well. I like to go in lighter coats, not heavy coats. Heavy coats have a tendency to trap air bubbles. And once you get an air bubble in this and it's dry, you can't just sand that spot down. It's clear coat. It doesn't work that way with clear coat. You got to sand it all down or you're going to see that spot. Yeah, I like to put enough on it to make it last. This stuff has UV protectant in it of its own, and the whole idea is to protect that light so people from going bad again. Protect it from the UV rays from the sun. Clear coat's what protects your paint on your car. I'm sure you're starting to see a difference, right? Gotta get it really dry though. Okay, that should be about good enough. I'm going to hit this again with 2000 grit. Slightly, just, I'm not going to push on it, it's just going to be easy. It's just a matter of evening out the surface, smoothing it out. Not done yet. Just getting all this mastering stuff out of the way. Get this tape out of the way. We got to do the final touch to it. Okay. Best to have a cordless drill if you got one. We're going to buff this paint out, or this clear coat out, with some scratch remover. That's what I like to use. First, I like to get this pad. I'm using a foam pad today. I usually use a cloth, but I thought I'd try the foam out, so see how well it works. But I like to get it a little bit wet. I don't really like to use any dry abrasive on this when it comes to the come on. I bet a child can open this up, huh? But I can't? What's up with that? Okay. Let's see if we can do this again. Pull this on there. Doesn't take a whole lot. Shouldn't get it in my eye like that though. I wouldn't get that eye, wouldn't. We're going to see what we can do about buffing this out. And it doesn't hurt to hit the paint around the line either. Shine it up. A little more water on it. so then we clean up our mess on the car, but that's pretty much it. There is some cracking inside of the light on the inside of the plastic. There's nothing we can do about the stuff that's on the inside. When it comes to that, you gotta have it replaced. But other than that, on the outside of your lens is pretty much guaranteed for life. So that's it. Thanks for watching.